Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bliss, and if you are new here, I am 7 months pregnant. Therefore, I make lifestyle, pregnancy, motherhood, faith videos, all within the topic of living God's way every single day. So if you're interested in any of that, keep watching this, and also hit that subscribe button, join the family, as we are coming to a conclusion to this pregnancy, and as baby gets closer and closer to be here with us. I have been kind of thinking of the things that have worked with Leah, with my firstborn, and just some things that I want to do a little bit different. So today I'll be sharing with you things that I won't be doing with baby number 2 and the things that I will continue to do and implement with baby number 2. We are doing a couple of things slightly different with baby number 2, and one of the major things is we didn't have a gender reveal party. So with Leah, we had a big gender reveal party. We invited like 40 plus people, and it was great. And we actually got a lot of diapers and wipes from that, because we kind of played the game of, like, if you think it's a girl, bring wipes, and if you think it's a boy, bring diapers. That helped a lot. That kept us in stock with wipes and diapers for a year. So I think when Leah turned a year, that's when we started to run out of a couple of things. So that really helped. And if you are pregnant, that is a great way for you to really stock up on diapers and wipes, which you will need a lot, and I'm sure you've heard of that. But with this baby, we didn't do that. We wanted to find out ourselves more intimately, and we did. I actually have the video of that, but since we're not really sharing the gender yet, I won't be showing that video just yet. Maybe in the future I will. We didn't have a gender reveal, and we're not really having a gender reveal. To this point, we're still kind of thinking or debating if we want to share the gender before the baby is born or not. I am very set on not sharing the gender until the baby is born. That's just something I've always wanted to do. But if we want to have a baby shower, it kind of makes sense to share the gender, right? So people buy stuff according to what the baby is, and also just because I would feel bad to have a baby shower and for people not to know who exactly they're celebrating. So that's something we are also doing differently. I really want to wait until the baby's born, but that might change depending on if we have a baby shower or not. That leads me to my next point, which is a baby shower. So I am 7 months pregnant. We have absolutely nothing for this baby just yet. We created the registry, and we are still debating again if we're gonna have a baby shower or not. So we haven't shared the registry with anybody, and we might just honestly buy everything ourselves, because I don't know, I really liked the baby shower we had with Leah. It was great. Again, we were showered with so much love. Baby girl was showered with so much love. This time around, I kind of want to do it a little bit more secluded and private. I don't know if I want to throw a whole baby shower. Also, baby showers are expensive, and as much as you get back, you also have to put in a lot of money for like the food, the decoration, the place, outfits, all the things. So I don't know, we're still kind of debating if we want to do a baby shower or not. I'm leaning towards more of like not having one. We don't really know what we're gonna do, but I do know that we have to pick soon, because baby is going to be here in literally 2 months, so running out of time. Something that I'm doing differently with this pregnancy is taking more pictures. I wish I did this with Leah, and I mean like cute pictures, because I would always take like the mirror pictures, but I truly missed being pregnant so much after I gave birth to Leah, and I know it's gonna happen again with this baby. I just truly feel like pregnancy goes by so fast. Yes, it's 9 months. Well, with Leah, it was 6 months because I had her prematurely, but it really goes by so quickly, and I love being pregnant. Like, I love my bump. I love styling the bump. I love just having a belly. I love it. I just know that I'm gonna miss it once I'm not pregnant anymore, once the baby is here. So I'm trying to soak in all the moments and taking more pictures and memories for me to have. Something really big that we are doing differently with this baby is taking a step back from ministry at church. And I specifically say at church because I don't think that's the only ministry God has called my husband and I to do. For example, I consider my YouTube channel and just some other things that I'm doing in secret that you will probably find out about in years to come. But I consider those things ministry. I consider this platform a ministry because I know it's the Lord that has called me to do it. But regarding church, serving within the four walls of the church, we are taking a break from that. We've been very active in ministry for years. There is a season for everything, and we understood that this is the season where the Lord is just calling our family to grow. And it is very difficult to be pregnant, have a toddler running around, and having me and Carlos like serving one way or another. And we have been extremely blessed to have my parents at the same church that we go to. I am very excited about this because with Leah, we did not take a break. I think the longest we took from like serving in worship or like preaching and stuff was a month. And your girl had a C-section with Leah, and I was preaching like 2 weeks after. I was doing all the things as if I didn't just have a life event of having a child. I realized how short that newborn stage and how fast your babies grow. We really just want to soak in our growing family, focus on that. And at the end of the day, ministry is always going to be there, and it's going to run with or without us. And also like having kids, I always want our children to grow up and say, Mom and Dad have been there for us, instead of they were too busy at church or they were too busy serving, which is a whole nother video for a whole nother time. Right now we're just being called to be mom and dad to our kids, and I love that. Something I'm doing different this time around is having a more intentional routine after the grace period. So I'm calling the grace period when I first give birth, that first month or so that my body really just needs to heal and rest. After that grace period, I want to be very intentional about my time with Leah. It took me a while to kind of get into a rhythm and into like a routine, and I feel like right now I really have a very good routine and I have a very good structure for my day, which I want to be very diligent and kind of stick to. I am a creature of habit. Like I cannot function without a list or without like a routine or having certain discipline. It's either all or nothing for me. So if I don't keep up with myself and if I don't have a discipline, I will not do anything. And I kind of experienced that with Leah's pregnancy at first. So I really don't want to fall into that rabbit hole. So yes, I'm going to give myself grace. But after that grace period, I will be on top of things. Something that I am considering to do differently this time around is a food chain with Leah. Her birth was very spontaneous. Again, she wasn't born when she was supposed to, so we weren't really ready, and we ate out a whole lot. I don't want to do that, first of all, for health, and also budget wise. Like we spent so much money on eating out because it's so easy to spend $12 here and $20 there, and then it adds up and you see yourself spending hundreds of dollars a month. I really want to create a food chain. I know that we have more than enough support to be able to do that, at least for like just that first week that I give birth, that I will really not want to think about anything other than being with my baby, feeding the baby, getting to know my baby. So that's something that I am considering to do different with this baby. So now things that we have done with Leah that have worked really well that we want to keep implementing. So the first thing is no co-sleeping during the night. I used to work with a sleep specialist. There would be so many patients that would come in because their 1-year-old or their 2-year-old or their toddler or just their child had sleeping problems because the parents co-slept with them because it was cute and it was cuddly, and now it wasn't cute or cuddly anymore and it was interfering in their relationship with their partner, or they were just not getting a good night's rest. Something huge that I learned from the doctor that I worked with was that co-sleeping, as much as we think it's very cute and it's enjoyable because you want to cuddle your baby, when it comes to the nighttime, it is so important for your baby to understand to sleep on their own crib, especially when they're little, because this will become a habit either a good one or a bad one. Another thing kind of related to the same topic is that we will be putting the baby in its own room once the baby can sleep through the whole night. With Leah at like 5 months, she started sleeping through the whole night, and once we knew she wasn't waking up every 2 hours to feed, we immediately changed her over to her room. Again, this just gets her used to not being scared of the dark, not being scared of being like by yourself, and it has really worked. Homegirl sleeps through the night so well with all of the lights off, with no little lights shining or anything, and that's something that we will be implementing with baby number 2 as well. Now, I know every child is different, and I'm not expecting this baby to be the same way as Leah. Something we're going to try to do is no pacifiers. Leah, she took a pacifier, I think at the hospital when she was starting to get her like sucking reflex, but after that she would not take any pacifiers. Another thing we will be doing the same way is not showing their faces online. I really just don't feel peace with putting my babies out there on the internet. Like, there are so many people that stalk you or follow you but don't really have a relationship with you, and not everybody that is following you or stalking you has the best intentions. That's just something that I'm very cautious of, something that I feel very convicted about. That also leads me to my next one, which is no screen time. So that's something that we were very firm about from the moment I found out I was pregnant. We spoke about all of the things, how we wanted to raise our kids, and we agreed on no screen time. There's plenty of research that proves that babies don't need screen time. It's actually not even good for their development. So our kids will not be having screen time until they reach an appropriate age for them to actually benefit from it. My daughter, she is 1.5 right now, and there could be a TV on over at someone's house, or if we're watching TV, and she might look at it for like 30 seconds and she's completely uninterested. She goes someplace with her toys. I love that for her, and I want her to continue to be like that. I don't want her to be an iPad kid. Nothing wrong if you're an iPad kid or iPad mom, like, you do you. This is just the way that I feel convicted to raise my babies, and I just rather them learn to explore and to be outside and to get their hands dirty instead of being hooked to a phone or an iPad at this young age. Another thing we will be doing the same way is buying more educational toys other than overstimulating toys. I am very big on Montessori, things that are just more natural, things that really just help them use their little brains and use their hands, and also lots of books. This girl, it's so funny because when we're shopping or something and she starts to get a little bit fuzzy, I hand her like just a bunch of random things that we're not gonna buy. It's just for her entertainment. She can play with something that's like sparkly or really colorful or like loud with music for like 2 seconds. The moment I give her a book, she keeps the book and she like goes through the pages, and I really love that because for me reading is so big and important. So we really wanted to implement that on our kids, and that's something that we will continue to implement on our future babies. Those are the things that I could come up with. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and you will see me on my next one. Ciao.